Hey everyone, welcome back to Sidekick English. If you want to learn English for beginners, and talk about real life, you're in the right place. I'm Maya.
And I'm Theo. Today we're going to talk about daily life in English. Simple English. Real English. The English you can use every day.
Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to Sidekick English, like this video, and share it with a friend who is also learning English. It really helps the channel and it helps you keep learning.
All right, let's start. Today we'll talk about daily life. Mornings, work or school, free time, evening routines, and weekends. We'll give you simple phrases and expressions you can use in real conversations.
So let's imagine a normal day. I'll start with morning life, and then Theo will talk about his day. You can compare your daily life with ours.
And as you listen, you can think, is my day similar or is my day different? That's a great way to connect English to your own life.
Okay, here we go. My name is Maya, and this is a normal weekday for me. I usually wake up at around 7 a.m. On weekdays, I don't use an alarm clock. My body just knows it is time to wake up. But sometimes I wake up and think, no, I don't want to be an adult today. When I wake up, I don't get out of bed immediately. I stay in bed for a few minutes and check my phone. I know, it's a bad habit. But I think many people do this. I check my messages, social media, and maybe the weather. Then I get up and go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and try to look alive. After that, I usually drink a big glass of water. It helps me wake up. On some days, I do a quick stretch or a little bit of exercise. Nothing crazy, just 5 or 10 minutes. I touch my toes, roll my shoulders, move my neck a little. If I have more time, I do a short workout at home. Then it's breakfast time. I usually have something simple, toast, eggs, or yogurt with fruit. Sometimes I just drink coffee and pretend that coffee is food. But that's not a good idea, especially if I have a busy day. During breakfast, I like to listen to a podcast or watch a short YouTube video in English or another language. It's a nice way to start the day and to learn something new at the same time. After breakfast, I get dressed. I don't like to spend a lot of time choosing clothes. I usually wear something comfortable, jeans, a t-shirt, and a hoodie or a sweater. If I have an important meeting, I try to look a little more professional but still comfortable. Then I start my work day. I work from home, so I don't commute. I don't take the bus or the train. My commute is from my bed to my desk. It's very short, almost too short. I usually start work at around 9 a.m. I open my laptop, check my emails, and make a to-do list for the day. A to-do list is a simple list of tasks I need to do. For example, answer emails, record a podcast, edit a video, plan lessons, and so on. Making a to-do list helps me stay organized. When I finish a task, I cross it off the list. It feels very good. Sometimes I even write things I already did, just so I can cross them off. Is that strange? Maybe, but it feels productive. During the morning, I usually have 1 or 2 online meetings. Sometimes I talk to students, sometimes to other teachers, sometimes to friends who work with me on projects. I also work on scripts and ideas for this podcast, Sidekick English. At around 11 a.m., I usually take a short break. I stand up, walk around, maybe make some tea or coffee. It's important to take breaks, especially if you work on a computer. Otherwise, your brain starts to melt. Around 1 p.m., I have lunch. I don't like very heavy food at lunchtime because it makes me sleepy. So I often have a salad, a sandwich, or leftovers from the day before. Leftovers are food you didn't finish and saved in the fridge. Sometimes I order food delivery, but not very often because it's expensive. Also, when I cook at home, I know what's in my food, and I feel a little more like a responsible adult. After lunch, I go back to work. The afternoon is usually less busy for me. I do more creative work at this time, writing, editing, recording, or planning new content. I also answer messages from students and followers. Around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., I start to feel tired. This is the dangerous time. It is very easy to open social media and suddenly lose 1 hour, so I try to be careful. I put my phone away or use an app to block social media for a while. I usually finish work between 5:30 and 6 p.m. Then I take a little break to reset my brain. I might go for a short walk, listen to music, or just lie on the sofa and stare at the ceiling. Yes, I am very good at staring at the ceiling. In the early evening, I like to do something for myself. If I have energy, I exercise. I might go to the gym, do yoga at home, or take a long walk outside. If I don't have energy, I might read a book or watch a show in English or another language I'm learning. For dinner, I try to cook something simple but tasty. Pasta with vegetables, rice with chicken, or a big bowl of soup. Sometimes I cook a lot, and then I have leftovers for the next day. That's my secret life hack. Cook once, eat twice. After dinner, I relax. I might call a friend or my family, play a game, watch YouTube, or study something new. I like to keep learning, but I don't pressure myself in the evening. It's more relaxed. At night, before bed, I have a little routine. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and try not to look at my phone too much. If I look at my phone, suddenly it's 1 hour later, so not a good idea. Sometimes I write a few lines in a journal. I write about my day, my feelings, or things I'm grateful for. It helps me clear my mind before I go to sleep. I usually go to bed around 11:30 p.m. or midnight. I try to sleep at least 7 hours. If I sleep less, the next day I feel like a zombie. And zombies are not good at English. So that's my typical weekday. It's not very exciting, but it's real life. And real life is what we want to talk about in English.
That was great, Maya. Now I'll talk about my daily life. My day is similar in some ways, but also a little different. I usually wake up a bit earlier than Maya. I wake up around 6:30 a.m. on weekdays. And unlike Maya, I need an alarm clock. If I don't use an alarm, I will sleep forever. When my alarm goes off, I don't hit the snooze button, or at least I try not to. If I stay in bed, it's game over. So I sit up, stretch a little, and get out of bed as fast as I can. The first thing I do is open the window. I like to get some fresh air in my room. Even if it's cold outside, I open the window for a few minutes. It helps me wake up and feel fresh. Then I go to the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, and sometimes take a quick shower. A morning shower helps me feel more awake and ready for the day. After that, I make coffee. I love coffee. I grind the coffee beans, use my favorite mug, and enjoy the smell. It's like a small morning ritual. While the coffee is brewing, I prepare breakfast. For breakfast, I usually have oatmeal with fruit or eggs and toast. Sometimes I add peanut butter or honey. I like breakfast that gives me energy and keeps me full for a few hours. During breakfast, I like to listen to music or an English podcast. I don't study very hard in the morning. I just listen and enjoy. It's like English in the background. After breakfast, I get dressed. My style is casual. I usually wear comfortable pants, a t-shirt, and maybe a jacket or hoodie. If I have classes or meetings in person, I try to look a bit more put together, but still relaxed. I don't work from home every day. Some days, I go to a co-working space. I take the bus or the metro. On the way, I listen to audiobooks or podcasts. Sometimes I just look around and watch people. It's like a free movie. I usually start working around 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. My work is a mix of teaching, creating content, and studying. I teach English classes, prepare lessons, and work on projects like this podcast. In the morning, I like to do my most difficult tasks first. My brain is fresh in the morning, so I try to use that time well. I answer important emails, plan lessons, and work on writing or creative ideas. Around 11 a.m., I usually need a break. I stand up, stretch, drink some water, and maybe go outside for a few minutes. If I stay at my desk too long, I start to feel tired and unmotivated. At around 1 p.m., I have lunch. If I'm at the co-working space, I sometimes bring my own lunch in a container. Other times, I go out and buy something nearby, like a salad, a rice bowl, or a sandwich. After lunch, I have classes or meetings in the afternoon. I talk with students, help them with speaking, vocabulary, and pronunciation. I love seeing people become more confident in English. In the late afternoon, around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., I usually do lighter tasks. I answer messages, do a bit of planning for the next day, and maybe study something new for myself. I like to improve my skills and learn new things. I usually finish work around 6 p.m. After work, I need to relax and move my body. I often go to the gym, play basketball with friends, or just take a long walk while listening to music or a podcast. When I get home, I make dinner. I like cooking, but I don't always have time to make something complicated. So I often cook simple meals, stir-fry with vegetables, pasta with tomato sauce, or rice with beans and some kind of protein. While I cook, I sometimes watch a YouTube video or listen to something in the background. I don't like cooking in silence. I need something in my ears. After dinner, I relax. I might watch a series, play a video game, or read a book. Sometimes I study a bit more, but I try not to work too late. If I work too much in the evening, I can't sleep well. Before bed, I have a short routine. I tidy up my room a little, prepare my bag for the next day, and choose what I'm going to wear. Then I brush my teeth, maybe take a shower if I didn't take one in the morning, and get into bed. In bed, I sometimes watch short videos or read something on my phone, but I try to stop at least 20 minutes before sleeping. Instead, I listen to calm music or an audiobook. It helps me relax and fall asleep. I usually go to bed around 11:30 p.m. I try to sleep about 7 to 8 hours. Sleep is very important for learning, working, and just being a nice human. Without sleep, I become a monster.
So now you know our daily routines. But daily life is not just about routine. It's also about small problems and small pleasures. Let's talk about some common daily life situations and useful phrases you can use. For example, being late. This is very common in daily life. Here are some simple phrases you can use if you are late. I'm running late. I'm on my way. Sorry, I'm stuck in traffic. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Sorry, I overslept. You can use these phrases when you send a message to a friend or a colleague. They are simple and natural.
Another common daily life situation is making plans. Here are some phrases you can use to make plans with someone. Are you free this evening? Do you want to hang out after work? Let's grab a coffee this weekend. What are you doing on Friday? Do you want to see a movie? These are friendly, casual phrases you can use with friends or people you know well.
Now let's talk about talking about your day in English. If someone asks you, "How was your day?" you can answer with simple sentences like, "It was good. I had a busy day at work." "It was okay, nothing special." "Pretty stressful. I had a lot to do." "It was great. I met up with a friend after work." "Not bad. I got a lot done." Then, if you want to give more details, you can say, "In the morning, in the afternoon, In the evening, I. For example, in the morning, I had a meeting. In the afternoon, I worked on a project. In the evening, I cooked dinner and watched a show.
That structure is very useful. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. You can use it almost every day when you talk about your life. Another useful thing is talking about frequency, how often you do something. You can use words like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. For example, I usually wake up at 7. I often drink coffee in the morning. I sometimes go to the gym after work. I rarely eat fast food. I never go to bed before midnight.
Now, let's talk about small daily problems. For example, you are tired, or you don't have time, or you are hungry. Here are some simple phrases. I'm so tired today. I didn't sleep well last night. I'm in a hurry. I don't have time right now. I'm starving. This means I'm very hungry. I need a break. I need some coffee. These are small but very natural sentences you can use in daily conversations.
Another part of daily life is free time and hobbies. People often ask, what do you like to do in your free time? Or what do you do after work or school? You can answer like this. In my free time, I like to watch movies. After work, I usually go to the gym. I love playing video games in the evening. On weekends, I like to meet up with friends. I enjoy reading and listening to music. You can change the activity to match your real life. It's important to talk about your real life, not just memorize sentences.
Another nice question for daily life is, how's your week going? This is a friendly question you can use with friends or coworkers. You can answer, it's going pretty well. It's been a busy week. It's been a little stressful. Not bad, thanks. How about you? These are simple answers, but they sound natural and friendly.
Let's also talk about weekends. Many people have a different routine on weekends. For example, I sleep a little later on weekends. I get up around 8 or 9 a.m. instead of 6:30. On Saturdays, I usually clean my apartment. I do the laundry, wash the dishes, take out the trash, and vacuum the floor. It's not fun, but it feels good when everything is clean and tidy. After I finish cleaning, I like to go out. I might meet friends for lunch, go to a park, or just walk around the city and explore new places. Sometimes I go to a cafe and read or work on personal projects. In the evening, I might go to a bar, a restaurant, or a friend's house. Or I stay at home and watch a movie. It depends on my mood. On Sundays, I usually have a slow morning. I make a nice breakfast, like pancakes or something special. I take my time, no rush. Then I plan my week a little and maybe call my family.
My weekends are also more relaxed. I sleep in a little, maybe until 8:30 or 9 a.m. I don't set an alarm unless I have something important. On Saturdays, I like to go shopping for groceries in the morning. I buy fruit, vegetables, bread, and other things I need for the week. Sometimes I go to a local market. It's nice to see fresh food and people from the neighborhood. In the afternoon, I often meet friends for coffee or brunch. Brunch is a meal between breakfast and lunch. It's very popular on weekends. We eat, talk, and stay for a long time. On Sunday, I like to have a self-care day. I might take a long shower or bath, do a face mask, read a book, watch a relaxing series, and prepare my clothes and schedule for the week. I try not to work too much on Sundays. So, as you can see, daily life is different for everyone, but we use very similar language to talk about it. You can use these phrases to describe your own day and to ask other people about their lives.
Here are some useful daily questions you can practice using in real life. What time do you usually get up? How do you get to work or school? What do you do during your lunch break? What time do you finish work? What do you usually do in the evening? What are your plans for the weekend? And here are some short, natural answers. I usually get up around 7. I take the bus to work. During my lunch break, I eat and check my phone. I finish work at 6. In the evening, I relax and watch TV. This weekend, I'm going to visit my family.
You can mix and match these questions and answers to create your own real conversations about daily life. Remember, talking about daily life is one of the best ways to practice how to learn English speaking. You don't need big or complicated words. You just need simple, clear sentences that you can use every day.
And you don't need to be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. The most important thing is to communicate, to say something, and to keep going.
If you enjoyed this episode of Sidekick English and you want more simple, fun podcasts to help you with daily English, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with someone who is also learning.
You can also tell us in the comments, what does your daily routine look like? What time do you usually wake up? How do you relax in the evening? Use some of the phrases from this episode.
We love reading your comments, and it's a great way for you to practice writing in English.
Thanks for listening to Sidekick English today. You are doing a great job by listening, understanding, and connecting English to your real life.
Take care, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.